family, if you could come forward, please. If everyone could make their way a little bit closer to the tent, please. Folks, if we could gather in just a little bit closer, please.
I'd like to start off by saying that it's probably one of the greatest honors of my life to be asked to do this for a man such as Chief Baird. Today we gather with heavy hearts to honor the life, service, and legacy of retired Chief Ben Baird. On behalf of the men and women of the Lafollette Police Department, I want to express our deepest condolences to Chief Baird's family, friends, and all those lives he touched throughout his years of service to this community. Chief Baird dedicated 36 years of life to the Lafollette Police Department, serving this community faithfully from 1973 until his retirement in 2009. He also dedicated nearly 3 decades to the Campbell County school system, beginning there in 1970 and retiring in 1999. That kind of commitment says a great deal about the man he was and the love he had for both his profession and his community. Many people in Campbell County remember seeing Chief Baird at Campbell County High School during the day, and then later watching him direct traffic as he transitioned into his evening role as a police officer. That image says so much about him. He was a man who never stopped serving. Whether it was through the school system or the police department, he spent his life looking after the people of this community, especially its young people. I took some time and I read through his obituary and some of the comments that some of you left, and I came up with a few things. As I read those remarks that people left on his obituary, I noticed something powerful. Different people from different walks of life all seemed to say the same kind of things. Things such as these. He was a good man. He loved his kids. He made a difference. He always asked people how they were. He was a fair man. And if you treated him with respect, you got respect. And I'll say if you didn't treat him with respect, he would take you to jail. Those simple statements may not sound complex to you, but they say more about a person's life than any title ever could. At the end of the day, that is how people remember you, by how you treated them, by how you made them feel, and whether you genuinely cared about them and others. Chief Baird clearly left an impression on a lot of people. It shows here today, as we've all seen what we've seen in the procession coming here. Chief Baird was a man everyone respected. He earned that every single day through the way he lived, the way he treated people, and the way he led. He was a man of integrity in every sense of the word. In law enforcement, integrity is everything. And Chief Baird carried himself with honesty, fairness, and character throughout his career and throughout his life. For me personally, Chief Baird's impact became more meaningful because he was the man who hired me for my first-time law enforcement job at the Lafollette Police Department in 2002. The opportunity changed my life, and I will always be grateful that he saw something in me that gave me the chance to serve this community. And I will always try to be a little bit like him. It's hard to live up to what he did. I was told many stories about Chief Baird over the years, some that I will share today and some that I may not. And I was fortunate enough to witness some of those moments of my life. One story that always stands out to me, and it will to all these officers here that work for him. I would call him coming into roll call. Chief Baird would walk in, he would start reviewing crash reports. And at that time we had 6-page crash reports. It was pretty new to us, and it was circling the dot, kind of like a TCAP test. We did those in pencils so we could erase and fix them until Chief Baird come along. He would pull a crash report out, and if he found one mistake, he would take a red marker and he would mark across the whole report, and it was done. You had to start all over again. At that time, I don't think any of us enjoyed seeing that red marker come out. But looking back, we understand exactly what he was doing. He was teaching us to take pride in our work, to pay attention to the details, and to hold ourselves to a higher standard. He expected professionalism because he believed the people in this community deserved professionalism. The lesson made us better officers, and many of us carried those standards throughout our careers. I also remember Chief Baird walking through the police department, checking uniforms and appearance. He would make sure your shoelaces were tucked in. Some of you remember that. He would make sure that you had on black socks. It was a requirement of his. Most people would never see your socks, and some have thought those things did not matter, but to Chief Baird they mattered. They mattered because details mattered, pride mattered, and discipline mattered. Chief Baird understood something important. If you take care of the small things that nobody sees, you are most likely to take care of the important things that everybody depends on. He believed in professionalism. He believed professionalism was not something you turned on when people were watching. It was part of who you were at all times. The family shared something with me that spoke volumes. The kind of father and man Chief Baird was. His daughter had a conversation with me and told me that he would lay a service weapon there on the table and around the house. And to some of you that may seem odd. To the officers, probably not. He did that for certain reasons. Chief Baird understood that when you teach your children honesty and responsibility by teaching them how to handle that weapon and how to be responsible around that weapon and the safety of that weapon, that you replace curiosity and understanding with respect. The lesson says a lot about his wisdom he carried, not only as a police officer, but as a parent. That was Chief Baird. He believed in teaching, mentoring, and leading by example, both at work and at home. A police chief wears many titles: leader, protector, mentor, public servant. But those who knew Chief Baird knew he was much more than that. He was a steady presence, someone people could count on, someone who led by example and never asked others to do anything that he wouldn't do himself. The impact of a good chief is not measured only by rank of years of service. It is measured by the respect he leaves behind, which is very obvious today. The officers he mentors, the trust he earns from the community, and the example he sets for the future generations. Chief Baird leaves behind all of these things. As the current chief of the Lafollette Police Department, I recognize that I stand on the foundations built by men like Ben Baird. His leadership helped shape the department, and this legacy will continue to live on through those of us who continue to work and the work that he cared for so deeply. To Chief Baird's family, thank you for sharing him with us in this community for so many years. We know the sacrifices that law enforcement families take, and today we honor not only his service, but yours as well. While today is a day of mourning, it is also a day of gratitude. Gratitude for a life of service. Gratitude for leadership grounded in integrity. Gratitude for a man who made his community better simply by being a part of it. Chief Baird's watch may have ended, but his example will remain. Rest easy, Chief. We have the watch from here.
district. 202, go ahead. Clear. Last call. 10. Attention all units. Stand by for final call. Chief Ben Baird, Unit 206, dedicated 36 years of faithful service to the city of Lafollette and the community which he provided, proudly protected. Throughout his career, he served with honor, integrity, courage, and unwavering commitment to both his officers and the citizens he served. The watch he carried with pride has now been passed on to those who continue to serve. Sir, your leadership and legacy will never be forgotten. Follow dispatch to Unit 206. Follow dispatch, last call to Unit 206. Unit 206, end of watch. May 25th, 2026.
I just got a hospital issue. My heart's messing up. It's coming blood from my body. Here's a picture. I was a garbage man. I was a garbage man for years. Before I was the mayor.
Excellent. Excellent. That was so wonderful.
It's an honor. Thank you. Let us know if anything you need.
Okay. Thank you so much.
I think that's better. You say young. I was young at one time.
Yes, sir, thank you.
I like that beard.
Thanks, sir.
Well, I like that beard too. Well, I like that haircut. Have a great day. You got a good thing, Joe. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
I like that beard. I like that mustache too. You say young, okay? I lost 95 pounds. I used to be weight loss. You got some good days. I'll bless you when you turn. Good to see you. You say young, okay? How you doing? I get in the heart messing up. I started hospital yesterday. You couldn't tell I was good on your head, right? I do it. This is just cancer. It came from me. I lost the best of my body parts.